Hello everyone, this is Natnarf signing back in, and welcome back to the True Remembrance. We just left up with, oh my god, with an intruder, I think, going up the stairs. Oh god, my window's all fricked up now. Sorry. Wait, let me see if we can get the window back. Okay, there. And now we're gonna go back. But how? How do you expect me to do that? Exactly. But I heard something just now. Shh. There's someone upstairs. Someone bad. You have to get Alia out of there. She'll be fine. But Black Iris stares at me for a second, then he turns and looks out the window once more. It's snowing. The fire begins to die as we watch. I'm sure it's nothing. Come, let's go back to sleep now. Nothing? That's impossible. You say Isla's in no danger. Fine, I believe you. But then there's that fire. Gotta put it out. Okay. He sighs wearily and finally he nods. Out on the back door into the world of snow. Colder than I thought. Snow's fierce. Wind's even more fierce. No one's wearing a jacket! Ah, here's the blaze, or where it was. Only thin smoke and silent ash now. The thick strewn snow has seen to that. Wait, let's get closer. There's something else. Something pretty and colorful. Scraps of pastel color papers. Neat handwriting. Just starting to burn. Oh, she bent her letters. My arms and legs moved by themselves. Now I'm at the burn site. Scooping up snow. Frantic. Quenching what fire remains. I comb through the sludge. Even more frantic. But it's too late. Just blackened scraps. Nothing more. I can only hear Black Iris behind me, telling me to go back inside, telling me to go back to bed. But I can't do that. Because there's something there. Here, I might have to do. I gather up the burned paper, every scrap. I cradle them close to me. And finally I stand. So many envelopes. So many pretty colors. Each one a letter. From a pen pal named Yesterday. Yesterday? If you take this gate and just keep going straight, you'll be able to leave this town. It's morning now. But Iris has finally finished with Ayla, and now we've brought her to 8th Street. All those who have undergone the protocol to completion leave town from here. Ayla just nods. She looks blank, like she's walking in dreams or nightmares. She almost looks hypnotized. So that's what happens to treated dollar patients. I'm told that it won't last. It'll be gone by the time she walks out of the gate. Okay. She'll go back to her life, without any psychic corrosion to weigh her down. Farewell, Ida. Does she hear me? Or ignoring me? I'll never know, but I have to say it. She's not even looking in my way. But that's okay. We've exchanged goodbyes a long while ago, before her memories died. The inspection officer at the gates asks Ayla for her papers. She hands them over. Rook was true to his word. He got them to us by first light. Everything seems to be in order. Look, there he goes. He's opening the gate for her. Ayla walks out the gate. Out of town, out of her lives. The gate closes. Then don't look at the ant. Quietly, before she even disappears, the IRFSAR has seen to that. Shall we head back home? I nod without a word. And you're sad. It's early morning here. The shops are still closed. It's quieter than ever. It's whiter than ever. We walk past 2 women. One of them is stumbling about, with that blank look, the same one that Ayla was wearing when I last saw her. So she must be leaving as well. Makes sense. I've been told that most monocytes choose to discharge their patients at dawn. I stop for a bit, watching the 2 figures until they disappear into the snow. Feeling down? You know the answer to that already, don't you? I began walking faster so I can catch up with him. Our breaths Our breaths paint frosty shadows across the morning sky. About Alia? You think she'll find happiness? Perhaps she will. Black Iris, sorry, you're bad at lying. Perhaps I am. I'm still carrying those letters inside my coat. And I'm hugging them with all I've got, even though they're all charred. When I hug them, I can feel them burning. Burning with her anger. Burning her with regret. Burning with her regret. Burning with her self-blame. None of these letters had ever been read. They were still sealed when they were consigned to the blaze. But by Ayla, it has to be. Every single one of them, every single one, is addressed to her. How many hands made these letters? At least 2. One writes beautifully, neat, carefully. Another writes plainly, artistly, simply. And in the return address area, they intertwine and intersect. Letters from Ayla's family, the family she so much wanted to forget. Tens and tens of letters. I'll never know. Maybe they're really mean. Maybe they were really cruel. Just as Ayla claimed. Many times were tough. Maybe times were tough. Maybe they were dirt poor. Maybe life was so hard that running away was the only way out. I'll never know. But this I do know. Her father isn't the only person who isn't the person who ran away. She is. The thing she was running from. It wasn't her memories of her father or of being poor. She's running from herself. And most likely, she'll pay for that someday. Apparently, she will. Because she'll start looking for that. She'll start looking for that. That she'll start be. I'm really not sure that it's possible to run away from yourself. Not forever. Maybe. But I still hope that Arya will find happiness after all. Black Iris smiles. That moment, I finally see his smile. The kindest smile in the world. Aww. Ploing. See, it's really, really nice. The way they chop off these chapters. It's really cute. I've missed this. I really do. The world's changing. Oh, what's this? Hapake. Black white chess, I think. And that's what they call it in here, Chinese. Hapake. The world's changing. The ground's shaking and our lives are whirling. Everything we pray for and hold on to is turning upside down. The day is coming. We'll wake up only to find that everything we've known is a monstrous lie. When black is white and white is black, what color will my eyes then see? Gray! Zero sum. Come on. I put down a piece, neatly snaring an off-white stone between 2 black ones. Oh, the chest. Then I reached out and flipped the trap piece so its black face was up. La grimaced. Don't move, La. There was a long pause. Then she shook her head. Fair enough, she didn't have a valid move anyhow. So instead, I put down my last piece, the piece that would end the game, probably. Of course, La kept glaring at me, even though the outcome of this game had become painfully obvious moves ago. And when I was done flipping pieces, almost all of the stones in the grid were black. That's all, folks. Oh my god. When I see that, oh my god, you're so kawawa. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4. She can actually still win some pieces. But yeah, she's still lost in the end. Look at the chest right there. Upon hearing this, Rook looked over at the game board and sighed. What? Did you lose yet? Did you lose yet again, La? Not as badly as the last time. Time to think of it. Yeah, you're right. But wait, you were playing white. How come Black Iris got to make the last move, huh? A bunch of times I had no move, so I had to pass. That's why. I had to pass, that's why. Oh man, that's harsh. Black Iris, aren't you a bit of mate, extreme? Can't you take it easy on her for once? And as if I did, and if I did that, she'd just get upset, wouldn't she now? Oh, dude, but it's your duty to make sure she doesn't notice, isn't it now? I'm not good at that kind of manipulation, and you know it. Yeah, right, whatever. Rook shrugged and gave me one of his "oh well, at least I tried" looks. Then he noticed the glum expression on La's face and said, "Hey, keep your chin up, you hear? No shame in losing to him. Now I end up with Country Bumpkin. Cheesy. See, there's no way of beating him fair and square. He plays dirty. Dirty. Like a dirty old man. I'm not an old man, you moron! Dirty old man. Look who's talking." I glared at him as I poured the game pieces back into their case, but he merely shrugged, as if what I had just said had gone in one ear and out the other. "Rook, have you ever beaten him?" "Oh, of course I have. Around once every 5 times we play or less." Well, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. I didn't like playing him much. First of all, his moves were impossible to read. He's just all over the place. Second of all, he just kept playing until you finally won at least once. This was in sharp contrast to La, whose every move and every gesture was an open book. Kinda made me wonder, did the player's true personality emerge in the stones he sets down, in the patterns of his play? Then I quickly stopped myself. Yeah. Because if that hypothesis was true, it made me a harsh, extreme, dirty old man. Right. Just what I wanted to be when I grew up. Great. Anyway, tell me, are you afraid today, both of ya? He asked, flashing us his most his most evil smile. No. Holy smokes, man, don't be that way. You're like awfully afraid of me if you get what I'm saying. Like, get me the straight though, will ya? Huh? Don't think we have any plans. That's right, we have no plans, for instance. We really aren't planning on listening to your latest scheme. I'd hoped this would cut him off, but Brooke just grinned and nodded. Then you got nothing to worry about, bro. Not scheming at all, I swear. See you on 3rd Street. Look, I said I wasn't interested. This much was obvious. If we stuck around and listened to him, we were going to get stuck in another of his zany wild goose chase. Right, the only way to dodge his bullet was to turn a deaf ear. 3rd Street. Speaking of which, La, have you ever been there? No. What kind of place is it? Well, see, it's got those big, huge houses, massive. They call it Mansion Row. I swear, you feel all nice and burgers just walking down the road there. No joke. Burgers? I don't know how to do Anna. Never mind that. Point is, it's a nice place. And you see, one of the houses on Mansion Road. That's quite enough out of you. Didn't I tell you? We're not interested in. Unfortunately, I noticed the look on La's face right then. Great, she was interested after all. Great. I expected he would try to pull something like this, but that foreknowledge helped me. No, hell no. I mean, La was practically glowing with excitement and rapt attention. I shot my most sour glare at him. He, of course, just shrugged and grinned like the cat he ate Karani. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by Black Iris here. One of our houses is old, abandoned, and scheduled for demolition. Gotta be some big eyesore, you know? They sent me an official requisition. They want me to perform a preliminary inspection before the demolition team moved in. He went on, flashing us a dazzling and therefore completely untrustworthy smile. But I kind of forgot about it, and the deadline's tomorrow. Great. You what? How exactly did you manage to do that? very carefully. Let's cut to the chase. How about it? Why don't you and La go check out the place? I promise it'll be fun. Just no. This is your job, not mine. You go do it yourself. You play. I already did. We already got even the other day. And I'm not gonna add any more. Yeah, but I got another job to finish by then. And well, I figured as much. No wonder he'd got up and all about this. And for that matter, exactly how many jobs was he working at once, Oh, come on, it was simple. From my lips to God's ears. There's nobody there. All you gotta do is walk in, walk around, and walk on. Boom. All done. Besides, La wanna go too. Right, La? What the heck, man? What the heck am I doing this accent? And that romance hot! I was going to turn him down once and for all and leave this place as quickly as I could. But then I saw a look on La's face. It was so full of curiosity and hope that, well, what was I supposed to do? And isn't it that the guy to take his guess where she wants to go? Especially cute lad, this one. You moron! He said this softly so that La wouldn't hear it. Oh, sorry. But this much was obvious. He knew her character almost as well as I did. Fine. I finally replied. My mouth felt like it was full of ashes. The drive to come clean through. What are you hiding? Where's the ashes in my mouth? They didn't. After all, requisition a motorcycle to do an inspection of any sort on any building, much less one that was going to be demolished. So there had to be some reason. Rook eventually wilted under my gaze. First, he turned away. Don't make me repeat myself, or else I won't do your job. Alright already. Just stop glaring at me like that, you hear? I hear stories about the house. Stories? God, just what have I gotten myself into this time? Ghost stars, to be exact. Makes you want to laugh, doesn't it? Nope, this makes me want to strangle you. Exactly! Oh my god. We finished our lunch, left the Roma, headed for the station, and boarded the outbound trolley. La looked out the window in great interest. This was something new. Her hands and cheeks were so soft and white in the gentle afternoon light. The shadows they cast on the opposite wall were equally soft. The light and shadow went on sketching as intricate pas de deux. Every time the trolley clickety-clacked on the rails. I can't read that properly. Thank you. Thank you. Clickety-clack. 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 There. That's a nice house. We got off the 3rd Street station. After getting our bearings, we walked along the main promenade of Mansion Row, taking in the sights and sounds as we neared our final destination. For my part, all this made me remember why I didn't bother to come here that often, or at all. There's something about the high walls and forbidding gates and the mirroring stonework that gave me the chills, deep down inside. But obviously La didn't feel the same way. She was prancing about, looking up at the mansions and statues with the greatest of interest. She was so absorbed, actually, that I was kind of surprised that she hadn't walked straight into the wall and fallen over it. She's not that blind! We're taking this turn here. Oh, amazing! Absolutely amazing! All the houses are so tall, so many rooftops, so many birds. This is Mary Poppins! A little crazy, isn't it? Tell me, do you know how many people live in a house like this? 2, usually. I'm on assign any guess. Just 2? Just 2. I suppose there's going to be health staff as well, maids and cooks and such. I don't really know. Why do you want to move into one of these mansions? It's pretty rough. Cleaning would take days. Is that what you're thinking? She smiled weakly. It wasn't so surprising that she'd say this. She'd taken over cleaning duties at our place on 8th Street these days. And well, compared to these sprawling estates on Mansion Row, our place was almost laughably small and cramped. Great. That's a nice house. No. Wait. had to consult the map that Rook had drawn for us over and over to finally find a place. We were out of the way, lost in a maze of side streets and back alleys. I doubt that we could have been able to find it without the map. Wait, hide this. That's a nice house. Look at that. That's a really nice house. As if it was almost as if it didn't want to be found. I love this house. I'd want to live in it. Can't you give it to me? It feels like it. Alright. Like what? Like it might be haunted by a ghost. Then we guess she's gonna start panicking. The windows were boarded up. The gates were rusted and choked with weeds. There's ivy chewing into the cracked stonework. No wonder people were spreading these rumors. I heard loud gulp salt beside me. What, are you afraid of ghosts? Not at all. Good. Good for you. Let's go in, shall we? I used the key that Ruth had given me. I felt the lock give. Then the door opened. What the hell is that? Open with a small, ragged, and miserable. The door opened with a sound so ragged and miserable that it might as well have been giving a strike. I need it on the aircon. God damn it, it's too hot. Hold on a moment. Oh, my face, it's hot. It's hot. My daughter's denying. Ow. My daughter denying the fact that she's sweating. I felt a lot good. I don't want any more else on my face.
Oh, you're so gay.
I know, go there. It's so dark in here. Too dark.
It's okay, it's a light.
Now sit down.
Just light.
Yeah, we sit down or else your dress will fall down.
Up.
Oh no! How? How? Remove it. Oh no, I'll be right back. Ay. Her dress that we bought for about 200 something plus, which is not really a good replica of the dress that it's supposed to be in a cartoon, is now stained with pen ink and I don't know how to wash it. It's not a material that could be washed by hand or in the washing machine. It was dark in here, too dark. So dark that I couldn't see past my own nose. I couldn't see La, but I could feel her small hands gripping my right sleeve. Hard. I was forced to fumble about for the light switch with my left hand. And then everything became clear. What's with the clock? So the electricity hadn't been shut off yet. Good. Surprisingly tidy. So it is. Old world elegance exude from every corner of the foyer. Not a single thing was out of place. Not a clue whose hands had orchestrated these arrangements. But I knew beyond a shadow of doubt that they must have been skilled. Because this place did not look dilapidated enough to warrant destruction. So the inspection they want us to perform has nothing to do with structural damage. No, I should have known. For something quite different. Ghosts? Yeah. We're here to put an urban legend to rest. Or to be put to rest ourselves. Nice choice, don't you think? Well, there was no point in standing here for much longer. But when I took my first step forward...
Change another one purple, okay?
When I took my first step forward, I felt a certain someone's grip on my sleeve getting tighter and much tighter. You know... Huh? If you're scared, you're welcome to wait outside. I said I'm not scared! Annoyance, anger, embarrassment, fear, all those things flashed across her face. She let go of my sleeve and then she started walking briskly deeper and deeper inside. I started to follow her. My eyes caught a flint of sudden motion. A black butterfly was fluttering through the dusty air. Oh, the butterfly! Oh yes, I remember this picture. How odd. La, don't go too far, it's dangerous. Dangerous? You never know how much structural damage there is. Oh. Besides, I'm starting to get a very bad feeling about this. It's almost as if someone's watching us. There's someone else here! We'll find out soon enough. That's not what I'm worried about. What is then? Oh no. You scared? Look, I already told you, not scared. At all! Except her voice sounded like it was losing conviction by the second. As for me, well, I couldn't shake that feeling that someone or something was watching us. And then I saw something out of the corner of my eye. Oh. Ah! What was that just now? Dad turned to me. She was shaking badly. But whatever it is, I couldn't see it anymore. I guess I was imagining things. Did you do that on purpose? Not at all. But come now, if you thought it was on purpose, you shouldn't have been so scared. Doesn't matter. Scary is still scary. Oh, so you are scared! Toing. She responded quickly to hide it, but I could tell how fiercely she was blushing. Great! But more importantly, when she did that, I saw the butterfly nestled in her hair. It looked kind of ominous, to tell the truth. Those slender legs piercing into La's silvery hair. I made as if to brush the butterfly away, but stopped when La started trembling violently. What happened? Her face had completely drained of color, as if she'd seen something not out of this world, or the next. Why? She whispered, her voice barely audible through tightly pursed lips. She took an uncertain step forward. This was getting too eerie for my taste. La? But La did not turn, nor did she answer. She just kept staring into an empty corridor with those eyes of hers. Eyes that always seemed on the verge of tears. Wait. La ran into the corridor, ran like something in the darkness had called out to her. Ran like a little girl possessed. La! I knew it! See? It's that face. It actually makes a good pin to her hair. She stopped and turned a bit. She's paler than ever. And tears were flooding from her eyes. All right, I said this to myself. This is where it ends. We're walking straight out of here and never coming back. But La, she took a step forward. I'll be right back. Please, Black Iris. Don't follow me. Wait for me here, please. Where are you going, little girl? She turned around and she was gone. The mansion had swallowed her up whole. All I could think of was the pain written in big, distressed letters all over her, just before she vanished. I've been so transfixed by that, but I haven't been able to lift a finger to stop her. Damn it! I hate myself at times like these. Wait for you here, hey? No way in hell. I ran after her. Except, where'd she go? This place was so massive it would take me ages to inspect all the rooms. And I didn't have much time here. Why was I so sure? Because of that look on La's face right before she ran off. Sure, I'd seen her cry lots of times. Unfortunately, not abnormal. But I'd never seen her look so sad or so pained. I had to find her soon. Look at that, man. It's so sad. Makes you want to hug her, isn't it? The butterfly. What did you do? What did you do? I ran deeper and deeper. Through twisting corridors and serpentine passageways. It was getting darker. And the deeper I went, the more black butterflies I saw flitting about. They're all swarming about the entrance to the single room. The door was shut. The butterflies danced overhead. I put my hand on the knob and pulled, and it felt like it was locked. La! Are you in there? No answer. She told me not to follow her. Made sense that she'd locked the door behind her. A good thing to do if you wanted to be alone. But I wasn't gonna let that happen. Sorry, but that's not gonna work. I fished my hands. I fished into my pockets and came out with 2 long pins. Then I went on one knee and stuck them in the lock. You break the locks! It was pretty simple. In the end, it took me only a few minutes to open the lock. But each set then felt like an eternity. La? I burst into the room. I could not see the ceiling. There were so many butterflies nestled up there. I could not see La anywhere. What I could see was a desk and a stack of papers on top of it. I walked over and looked. The papers were filled with tiny cramped handwriting, no doubt written by a hurried hand. Pretty! Wait. Oh, this is pretty. I want this as my desktop. I forgot about this picture. I literally did forget. And since our lives consist of a long series of chemical changes, meditated by what amounts to a set of electric signals from the brain. These signals are data. These data are memories. And as for these memories, what are they? What was this? Some kind of scientific treatise? It is not known how memories are formed, or how they fit inside the confines of our brains. It is likewise not known how an individual can call up an individual memory at will, and relive it as if it were the real thing. We have sensory organs, which accept all stimuli and transmit them through nerves to the brain. The brain records and synthesizes these impulses, and reconstructs for us the reality that we can see and feel and taste and hear. Theoretically, then, if it were possible to reverse engineer this program, it would be possible to reproduce or even create memories at will. In practice, this is not possible yet. Even if it were, I have no way of storing memories externally or synthesizing new ones. Also, there is too much that is unknown about the brain and its operating systems at this point in time. Oh! My teeth. What I have demonstrated, however, is that it is possible to extract one memory that lies at the root of the test subject's neural networks. In other words, I have proven that I can reconstruct one memory without omission or flaw, that the test subject would choose to persevere even at the expense of all others. On the right margin of his paper, there was a diagram of a black butterfly. In its caption, "Trigger device." Look up at the swarm of butterflies overhead. I felt sick to my stomach. I have no faith in my own memories. What in this diary is true? What is not? What did I really feel? What did my mind simply manufacture? I have no way to know. Therefore, I will become the first test subject when this system becomes fully operational. It is my fondest desire to know the truth about this reality, about myself. The writing ceases here and continues on the next page. I was reaching to pick that page up from the desktop, but I stopped when I read what was written on the top. It is my fondest desire to know the truth about this reality, about myself. Or so I thought, then I got bored and stopped. What? What exactly? What the hell scientific report ended this way? I was completely disgusted by now. But there's still a little more to read. But I got in this far, might as well finish it. Besides, and then the butterfly fluttered down from the ceiling and landed on my forehead. Brushed it off only to see a very familiar form standing before me. What was this? The perfect reconstruction of memory of which the treaty spoke? I rubbed my eyes frantically, but this was no dream. She was there in front of me. In truth, not a dream. La, I was looking for you. La jumped in surprise, then she turned slowly and walked toward me. Even more slowly. She looked blank and stunned. Are you okay? Yeah. Iris? No, it's nothing. She shook her head slowly. Then she noticed the piece of paper in my hand. What is that? Some kind of experimental report. Really boring stuff. Worst handwriting I've ever seen. The letters are all squiggly and cramped. Really hard to read. But fortunately for us, this report also tells us how to exorcise the ghosts in this house. So let's do that and get out of here. La just looked up at the butterflies on the ceiling. Then she looked back at me. Then she nodded softly. You liar. What was really on the paper? We talk about the contents of the report as we walk out. There. Sorry. There. We talked about the contents of the report as we walked towards Aroma. The sun was hanging low in the western sky by now. Our long shadows beat tattoos on the streets and storefronts of our city. Okay. La's outlines were soft and gentle in the orange light of this dying day. So what do you mean is, when a butterfly contacts your head, you relive a memory? The memory dears to you? Something like that. But there's no practical application, as the butterflies only really function inside that room. Although I suppose if you chose to seclude yourself there... Anyway, it's scheduled to be demolished. Once that happens, it'll never function ever again. And you won't report this to supervisors? Correct. True enough, the research and the science behind it will be lost forever if I didn't tell someone about it. Tell no one else about it. Perhaps there was something wrong about that. But it was far more wrong to continue to use this technology against the will of the original creator. I see. She just smiled at this. Hey, Black Iris. What did you see? Nothing. Nothing at all. I said lightly. La looked at me strangely for a moment, and then focused her eyes on the road ahead. We walked through... I can't speak! We walked together in silence for a time. Black Iris? Well... What?! I forgot about this line too! Would you mind holding my hand? I could see the blush rise to her face. I could feel the pleading in her eyes. But she saw how startled I was by this, and quickly started retracting her request. If you don't have to, if you don't want to, not for long. How about that lamp? Hope that will be okay. She pointed at the street lamp just as it started to flicker on. She pointed at that street lamp that was just starting to flicker on, less than a block away. We can hold on until we get to Roma if you want. I don't mind. That would be embarrassing, you think? I smiled and I held out a hand. I took it and held it right as if it were the most precious thing in the world. Less than a dozen steps to the lamp, sorry. I wanted this time to last, so I slowed down and I asked, did you see anything, La? La looked up at me. She didn't look like she knew what to say, but she finally nodded. I did. I was so happy, even if it was just a ghost. I didn't care. It was wonderful. I'm happy for you then. Sure. But you know, she squeezed my hand gently and continued on. What? In the end, it wasn't real. She smiled up at me. But I did not smile back. All I could think of was how that report concluded. To my foolish desire to know the truth about this reality about myself. Or so I thought, but then I got bored and stopped. Besides, if the truth exists, I've already found it. My life, the joy and the pain, and the uplift and the sorrow, doesn't belong inside the confines of this small room. It belongs right here. Right here in my own two hands. Oh, I see. That's a smart thing. That actually is smart. Good for you. Well done, developer. Well done. Or creator, or whatever you call it. That was really well done. Coffee! La! You know what I really hate? Losing. Sucks. Done it. So if you're going to play at it, don't screw around. Play to win, yeah? That's what I'm talking about. I think that's a guy. Because of the accent right there. Interlude. Bring your A game. That's a cute little potion. And no. No. And I'll save it right here, folks. I know it's a little bit short, but it's better to end it that way than to go into a new chapter that will look weird. So, with a weird introduction. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it and you'd like to see the next part, or you want to see the previous episodes that I've done on this series, just simply wave your wand like a sorcerer and hit the like button and the subscribe button to check them all out. Until then, this is Natnarf signing off.